Hey, besties. Let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Paging Dr. Damon. Paging Dr. Damon. It's Sunday. Married to Medicine is on. Where are you? Besties, where Damon at? Where is Dr. Kimes? Woo, honey. Welcome, besties. You are now behind the shade. Thanks for joining me. I recap your favorite reality shows weekly. Now let's kiki and haha and find Dr. Damon. We're going to get into another episode, honey, of Married to Medicine, season 11, episode 3. It's only episode 3. Child, it seemed like it should be episode 7. Saddle up, Cowgirls. Do we like the title of this episode, besties? It's okay. Hee haw, whatever. Spurs and bandanas, whatever. It's cool. We ain't gonna trip. How about you rate this week's episode, besties? To me, it was another filler episode, much like Real Housewives of Potomac, which is fine. Yeah, but it's time to, I guess we'll be getting into the stuff next week because they are going to saddle up next week. Drop down the comments below. Let me know what you thought about tonight's episode. And don't forget to like my video and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to see if your notification bell is on. Ding dong. So that you are notified each and every time when I post a video of my content. Okay, so let's get into this. Why in their montage, Dr. Jackie is always with her patients, honey. She was like, that's in her contract. Every beginning of every episode, catch me in my office with my patients, okay? Because this is what I do. I wonder if she getting does Bravo get more of a percentage from her for that? Is she like, yes, get that little advertisement? Because honey, we don't never see Dr. Simone. And like there's Heavenly, we did see her, but I'm just talking about in the montage. Like Contessa's a doctor, Eugene, Damon, Scott, even Greg. I would like to see Greg at work. I would love to see how he talks to his clients like this and tell them what they need to do. Okay. Well, we see the Whitmore boys still don't know how to clean up house. You know, Simone and Cecil got them a condo and let them move over there so they can grow up. So they supposed to be going over there to show the kids how to clean up. They ain't even there. These boys are so spoiled beyond measure. So Cecil, they get over there, they knock it on the door. You know how you respect the kids, knock first, no answer. Cecil's like, clink, clink, I got the key. Hello, 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 coming in. You coming into an empty place, empty, stanky place. Smells like, ooh, it stink. And Cecil gonna rate the place a 4 out of 10 on cleanliness. Okay. Well, do we get into that more? Okay, no. So we know Simone's kids, their boys are spoiled, and a lot of parents, I may step on some toes, I don't know, but I'm gonna say it. A lot of parents, a lot of these new parents, you guys spoil your kids because you never want them to, you know, I must just say, go through the things that you went through the hard way, you know, catching the bus in the rain, walking in the snow, having to walk everywhere, never getting rides, never getting picked up, never doing this. And you put and pour so much into these kids that they become spoiled and they become entitled and they're used to being cared for and taken care of by you. Then once they graduate from high school, they on your nerves. They're 18. Then you want to turn them into the world and be like, okay, you're grown now. Bye. Go ahead. Be grown. That's not how adulthood works, honey. You have to teach a kid how to be an adult. You cannot teach an adult how to be an adult. So, what you got, Simone and Cecil? You got two spoiled boys. They don't even respect you enough, or that's not like they're disrespecting you, but they're not taking it serious. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not taking anything that you say seriously because they know that you will do it. You've been training them this way for 18 years. And what do? You and Cecil in there with your hazmat suits on and goggles and masks. You already knew what you were walking into. Simone is like, oh, it's stank. It's trash everywhere. Ain't nothing cleaned up. And honey, how many bottles do they have? Them boys got a whole bar. Are they both 21? I don't even think they're both 21, right? Nevertheless, they got liquor bottles all over the counter, honey. Trash. They don't throw nothing away. It's the sick, oh, just a mess. And it stinks. So what do these parents do? What they always do. They decide they gonna clean up. But I'm not sure. My notes, I guess maybe I'm gonna come back to them if I don't. Because Married to Medicine comes on at 9 o'clock. Okay, I started watching it at 10 p.m. last night. So I think I remember writing it down. Okay. I do. Okay, I'll come back to that. I'm jumping ahead. Okay, so yeah, because I'm still in the montage. Girl, get focused. Get focused. Greg chases his bride upstairs because he was outside cutting the bushes. She came out on the porch talking about him on a little hanky and some panky. He was like, I sure do. And she said, well, why don't you chase me upstairs? So he went up there to go get him some child. And over there, Quad's beautiful home, her boyfriend, King, calls her up. She's in the kitchen making breakfast, doing what she do because she's in love and she finally got her somebody she can love on. So he calls her. He's like, hey, boo, hey, Miss Parker, come outside. And she like, boy, come on up in here. I'm in here cooking. What you want? You know what I'm doing. Come on in. He like, no, I want you to come outside and see something. So she go outside, honey. Honey, King has surprised her with a brand new white double R. That's for Rolls Royce for you people that don't know. So we find out that he owns a luxury car rental company. So let me take that back. This double R may not be brand new. He just got it on a jug. He want her to match what he do. This is how he rolls. So he want his boo to match him. I get it. So inside, no. So pop the trunk, boo. Pop the trunk. What's in the trunk? Pop the trunk, boo. It's a huge Louis Vuitton box, honey. Picks it up. I don't even think she could pick it up. I think he had to get it. She like, what's in here? It was some Louis luggage, a cute little suitcase. Then they bring it in. And so she had opened it and she was like, what's inside? It's something in here. Is it a rock? And he was like, not the rock you want. Meaning there is no ring in there, but we never did get to see what was inside the suitcase. So anyway, he gets inside and he asks, how did she like her birthday party that he planned? And she was like, oh, I loved it. He was like, yeah, was it no drama? So they be talking. He know all about the girls and know all their business, honey. Quad told him everything, honey. So now they're talking about the doctor has told her that she can start IVF. And I'm like, Quad, not the rich auntie. Wait a minute. I got to stand up. Quad, you want to have a baby? How old is Quad? Now wait, last week they said he was 40. Well, I know he's 40 because I follow a content creator that's friends with Quad, and he just had a birthday, maybe in September, October. I think he's a Libra, and allegedly, I think she's like 2 or 3 years older than him. And I'm like, Rich Auntie, you ready to have a baby? Because, honey, she wasn't trying to hear none of that stuff over there with Dr. Greg. She didn't want to have a baby with him. All she did, she had them 2 dogs. Where them 2 dogs at, y'all? Did one of them, I did see in the house there was a little bed, little cute little teepee looking bed for a dog or a cat, maybe a dog. But where them dogs that she used to? Remember, she was having a clothing line for the dogs, and she used to paint them and put bows in their hair and all that. Where them little Yorkies at? Anyway, she said he perfect for her, and I like how he hit the scene in her confessional. He came in there, he sat down, and he said, "Hello." I love it, little Southern gentleman. That was a cute way to introduce your boo, honey. I like it. I like it. So he was like, when he gave her the luggage inside, he's like, yeah, we've been to Paris. It's been 3 times this year. So I guess he was like, you need some new luggage, girl. I'm stepping your game all the way up. So, very surprised. I was stuck like Quad. You with the right one when he changed everything that you said you wasn't gonna do, and now you want to do all the things. Yeah, you got the right one, and I hope this works out. And I'm happy for her. She deserved it because last season was rough for her. Last season was rough. Oh my gosh. Having to go to Sweet Tea's bridal shower, your ex-husband's new wife, that was between production and Phaedra. But she didn't, that was rough. That was hard. Having this wedding all smeared in your face every episode, Then you go to Napa with the girls, they icing you out, and then they put you out and made you go home when you got all the way to California. Hey, Napa's right around the corner from here. You went from Atlanta all the way to Napa and had to go back. Oh, yeah, Simone, that was cold blooded. Anyway, she had a rough season. She had a rough season, honey. And kudos to you, Quad and King. Quad King. That would be her name because King is his last name. Okay, child. Toya and Avery, that's the oldest son, I believe. They pop in on Eugene at his office. Eugene is explaining female hormones in puberty to his son because when the son walked in and he saw a bed behind his daddy, he wanted to know what that bed was there for. If this ain't Toya's son, this ain't nothing but Toya recreated all over again. He looks like Toya, talk like her, peeping game. He hangs around his mama. That's a mama's boy for real. So he's trying to talk about the hormones. He's asking his son all the questions because he just took these tests. He's just now learning, biology. And so he gets it wrong. He asked him about, do you know the hormones? What are the whatever? And so Avery is like, the vagina. And he's like, no, that's the organ. And so he's talking hormones and puberty. And so Eugene is like, he's being daddy and doctor, so he's trying to keep it clean but straight. So he's just like, this is when you know, things start changing, stuff grows, and you get hair on your 2 little boys. And so he's like, yeah, uh-huh. And then Toya, and wet dreams. And so Toya Jr. gonna say he didn't had one already. So Toya's like, oh, wait, what? Tell me more. Tell me about it. And Eugene is grossed out as he should be. He's like, no, 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 no. We don't want to hear about that. There's certain things you don't discuss. So he's telling him about the hair growing and stuff getting his, pole gonna be getting bigger. And Toya is poking fun at him. Eugene says no kid talks about his wet dreams to his mama. And so he says, hey, he still his mama still think he a virgin and he married with 2 boys. Ah, and so it's like Eugene is grossed out, but it's like Eugene, Avery is Toya. He just plain and simple. He the one that said he had wet dreams already. You ain't supposed to admit that to your parents. But he's Toya Jr. So, you know, good luck. You got 2 Toyas on your hand. You over here, you got to control both of these crazy fools. So Toya is like, yeah, we even go to your mom's house to this day, and we sleep in her the guest room that don't even have a door to it. Ah, mom's took the door off. You ain't gonna be hanky and panking in my house, okay? Oh, that was so funny. So Eugene has opened up his very own clinic, and it's called Recharge Wellness. It's been 9 months, and he offers weight loss. And we see, because not only are you the president, you are a client. Remember that old hair loss, something hair loss for men, something for men. And not only am I a president, I'm a client. You look good, Eugene. Keep it up, because you be going up and down, up and down, just like women, down and up and down, thick, thicker, thickest, slim, thick, slim, thick, slim, thick, slim. Okay. He offers hormone therapy and et cetera, and et cetera, and et cetera. He says the ER has not been pleasant since the pandemic has ended. Okay. He is like, he's out. They probably working him hard and, just less people, probably less staff, and it's busy still. And he's tired. He's getting older. So he bounced. More bounce to the ounce. He got up out of there and decided to do his own thing because Dr. Damon did the same thing, I believe. So I'm pretty sure that was motivational for him. And the women, don't Simone, don't Dr. Jackie have her own, and Heavily have her own thing going. So yeah, he's around a whole bunch of stars, honey. In the field. So of course he gonna do what they doing, and he deserves it. So here go Toya. She gonna try to mix. She gonna work this man to his last day on earth. This man probably will never be able to retire. She gonna milk this cow. So she coming there, okay, with her little bit of experience because she didn't work in the medical field too. She didn't work at Pfizer and Procter and Gamble, and so she's like, okay, so we need to add to our menu of services. What does she call it? T something. The T stand for Toya, and she wants him to add Botox to his menu of services. And so he's like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, but you need to chill. Stop. I don't want to overwhelm myself. I'm trying to enjoy, himself and start off slow. He's starting off small. He don't have time to add Botox. He don't want to add something to his menu of services and then doesn't have the time and can't give, and can't make appointments for it. So he loves the idea, but he just can't do it all. So he was like, he needs to find someone else that can do that in his practice. But give him time, Toya. Let him get his feet wet. It's only been 9 months. She's talking about, well, I can just answer the phones. No, because you're going to be at your house trying to forward the work phone to your cell phone, and you're going to be out in the streets looking at new houses, playing tennis, looking at wine, drinking wine, fussing with the girls. Girl, no, 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 no. So Simone and Cecil go over to the boys' place. Here I am. This is where here I am. I'm back. I'm focused. So they go over to the boys' place. They are supposed to be having a cleaning day with the boys. They ain't not even there. Simone said, well, let's clean up and charge them. I said, all right, I hear you, Simone. I ain't mad. Because they grown, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, they not going to pay you, okay? Because you have not raised them like that. Cecil said he came over to show them how to clean up and to supervise. Hold on, besties. I'm drinking my water. Are you? Oh, that tastes good. This is my first sip all day. I gotta get going. He just came over to clean to show them how to clean and to supervise. So they decided to go ahead and clean up that old nasty house because it stank and it's their property. So they want to keep it up. But these kids are just living like bums. And I already said trash is spilling over. It's stinking there. It's crumbs on the stove. Cecil thought it was a piece of paper where he could write the bill down, their cleaning service bill. It was a Chipotle bag. So they're gonna clean up. Okay. So Cecil asked about the ladies. He is just really into what's going on. He is really, his wife is on the outs. So he got to make sure she get back in so they can stay on the show. We see you, Cecil. He was like, I want you to retire me. I don't want to sell another house. So she said a quad revealed, like a gender reveal. She had a boyfriend revealed at her birthday party. They were all shocked. Remember last week, y'all? They just could not believe she ain't told nobody. And she been dating him for a year. She didn't tell Heavenly, and they supposed to be close. Everybody was like, what? A boyfriend? Oh, no. And so he said maybe he'll start coming around if they embrace him. And excuse me, besties. What is happening? Excuse me, besties. And so he understands why no one would he said he understands why anyone would be reluctant to come around or bring a boo into this group. You absolutely. But Quad, she did, she had him on little probation. She was trying to give y'all little, Greg and Sweet Tea, trying to give them their moment last season. And honey, she had to pop out and let y'all know. She had to pop out one time and let you know, honey. This is my man, my man, my man. Yes. So they finished cleaning up the boys' condo, and they charged them $425 for their services. Cecil said, add another $25 for the tip. They wrote all the stuff out. It was hilarious. Everything they cleaned was $100. They was like, this room, that room, this room. So then Simone was like, oh, what is this speaker here? And she was like, oh, that's Cecil was like, oh, I bought such whichever one that last year for Christmas. How much did it cost? Oh, it was like, it's $400. Did y'all see Simone put that thing under her arm and take it with her? She took that speaker home for collateral. She was like, I know Simone ain't playing, but she ain't doing it right. But she's trying to make up for that, right? So honey girl is like, I'm going to keep this speaker and you're going to pay me to get it back. I am the Simone pawn shop. She know they're not going to pay her. So she taking that speaker for collateral damage, and they're going to, Cecil going to give it back to him. And then and then this cycle continues next month. Phaedra visits Contessa. Do they know it? I be missing. I should probably follow these people on social media, but I just don't have time for all that. But how does Phaedra know Contessa? Huh? Anyway, child. Missed that. I need a backstory. Besties, can you help me out? How does Phaedra know Contessa already? I'm just needed. Did I miss something? Because sometimes I might have, child. I'm reviewing 7 different shows right now. I don't think I missed it though. So anyway, they talk about Sweet Tea and Heavenly's little encounter at the Whitnick, and Contessa is upset with Heavenly, as we do know, because of what she said on that social media platform on her YouTube in her cloffice. She's called Scott names. She's called Contessa names. And, they said she is the worst person in the world. That has got to be bad. She's worse than the president-elect. Um, called her an arson. She likes to see stuff burned down to the ground. That was a good one right there. Then here comes Sweet Tea in her little Rolona outfit. Faye was like, "You remind me of Rolona with this old 1970s disco outfit on. Where you going, girl?" And so Sweet Tea's so young, she don't even know who Rolona is. I mean, what is the point in dating younger people? They don't even get the jokes. They don't even know what. What are you talking about? Who's that? Really, Sweet Tea? You don't know who Rolona is? Wow. Okay. Sweet Tea says she's trying to have a baby and she ain't got time for that drama with Heavenly. She said Heavenly is an emotional, abusive person. And so Sweet Tea in her confessional, she says she is not always gonna be sweet. You know, sometimes she will get it piping hot. So play with me if you want to, Heavenly. And we know because Sweet Tea has popped off on Heavenly before with the allegation that she told her that Dr. Damon cheats on her. Blah blah and the rah rah. So she gets with it. So my thing is, Sweet Tea, if you're gonna serve it pop pippin' hot, then you can't back down. Don't go running behind your husband and try to keep it cute and on mute. You need to meet Heavenly's energy, or she will never stop her mess. If she gonna rah rah, you need to rah rah. Okay. Contessa says she missed the party and let her know that Honey Quad got a man. Now, my thing is, I know y'all homies, I know, but at the same time, why would you tell this girl this? Didn't she just tell y'all? Well, no, that she's trying to have a baby. She don't have time to be stressed out. Y'all know, I'm sure y'all know all her health issues, right? So why would you go from one stress to the other? Okay, well, do you want to talk about Heavenly? Let's talk about Quad. Yeah, not smart for you two intelligent women. Quad got a man. Sweet Tea, like, okay, good, happy for her. Good. I hope he got money, because that's what's important to her. No, she did not. Sweet Tea, you didn't do that. That's not what you just said. Cause honey, wasn't that you last season talking about you was the one thing you like about dating him is that you got access to his money? Ain't that what came out your mouth last season? Uh-huh, it was. Uh-huh, we checked that. Sweet Tea says it makes sense for her not to be invited to Quad's party, and it does. You are her ex-husband's new wife. Y'all are not friends, y'all not neighbors, y'all don't have to co-parent. There's no reason for you to be there. Um Contessa says she wants this group to reset. Girl, you just got back here. Girl, calm down. But you know, Contessa looks good, don't she? She doing that bodybuilding. She's all slim and lean, and just she's always was cute, but she's just more muscle to her now. So you better watch out, honey, because she like to fight. So Heavenly, you better be careful. Y'all better be careful for Contessa. She hit y'all. Y'all gonna need an ambulance for real. So they're thinking of going somewhere fun. Phaedra says, "Oh yeah, we need to get out of Atlanta. Don't get out our comfort zones. No phones, no TV, some hot sun. So maybe they can build friendships. Mend some broken hearts also, and then make new memories. I'm game. That sounds good, but don't go back on your word. You done said all this good, mushy, loving stuff. Don't start no mess." Don't add to no mess, don't stir no pots, and don't collect no bones. Keep this straight and narrow and do what you said. Build the friendships, mend broken hearts, and make new memories. I'm going to hold you to it, all three of you. Now, over at Dr. Heavenly's dental office, her son Zachary is there. He's interning. Hey, Zachary. He went to school. He's trying to become a dentist too. What I learned last week, I listened to her. She was talking to somebody I found on YouTube, and I believe the daughter wants to be a dentist too, or was it the other son? And two of her kids want to be a dentist. I think it's the girl, but really, she said Allura wants to be a kept woman. Really, that's really what she wants to do. So maybe the other son wants to be a dentist also. Okay, so anyway, Dr. Heavenly, this is her pride and joy. She said this was her favorite scene when she films with her son. So he's in the dental office. He introduces himself to her patient as he is the future Dr. Kimes. Okay, Dr. and Dr. Kimes, or do I say Dr. Kimes and Dr. Kimes? So he's doing good with the patient, greeting her, but he's new, so he's missing a few steps. So she pointed out, when you go in, you need to have your protective glasses on and gloves. So he was like, okay, let me start over. So he goes out the dental office, come back in the room. And so Heavenly is pointing stuff out and, being a mother to him. And so, he's struggling, putting the latex gloves on. So she's like, we don't use those unless they have an allergy. Put these black ones on. And so he's telling her, he's like, okay, golly, okay, mom. Oh, no, not mom. He's calling her, okay, mommy. Oh my gosh, mommy. And she's like, Dr. Kimes. And she says something else. And he's like, okay, mommy, Dr. Kimes. And so she says he talking back. And she's not used to that. And he lucky he's her kid, or she would give him the pink slip. Uh, she's used to her interns watching what she does, not talking back. So he's commenting, calling her mommy, and she keeps reminding him, Dr. Kimes. ah. So all the ladies get their invitations. We see a montage. All the ladies are at home getting their invitation. It's a cute box on their porch, and it says to saddle up cowgirl style. And they are heading to a ranch, and it's signed Phaedra, Contessa, and Sweet Tea's real name. And Heavenly is at home wondering if they gonna tie her down and beat her butt. And Will, you better come correct, girl. You better come and apologize, as she says she always does. And the box is really cute. Inside the box, there's the invitation. It's a scroll, and then there's a pair of spurs. Poor Toya, she on her porch talking about, what are these? Dr. Jackie is at home. She got hers on the back of her tennis shoes. She's like, I don't do outdoors. And then there's a red bandana inside too. Cecil told Simone, you got to get a blue bandana because he from South Central. So clearly he's a Crip, not a Blood. He told Simone, you got to get a blue bandana. So Toya says she gonna be putting fires out all the whole trip because Contessa and Heavenly ain't cool. Simone and Quad ain't cool. Heavenly and Sweet Tea ain't cool. And Sweet Tea and Quad ain't cool. I'm like, that is a lot, and I wouldn't be going. I would be like, I'm not coming. That is a lot of drama. And we gonna be ready for it next week. Bring it on, y'all. So Simone says she owes Quad an apology for New York, but not Napa. And it's like, Simone, you either got to come correct or don't come at all. You said last week you don't mind being cordial. So the thing is, you're not going to be able to apologize for one and not the other. And Quad, you need to be clear on what you're mad about and stay with that. Because what I'm noticing a lot in the other reality shows, people are changing what they get mad about. I think that's what's going on in Beverly Hills. A certain somebody is changing what they're mad about. Stay focused on what you're mad about, and just Simone issued the apology to move on. Okay, move on. So, whew, and Simone is so stubborn, but sometimes it's not really stubborn because, like she said, they've been going through this for how long? Has it been 5 years? And you get tired. You just get tired of people's crap because they always want to being a victim of something. But you know, Simone, you was wrong for getting rid of that girl. Like, I'm just gonna say this. You can feel how you felt. You know, y'all wanted to get ice her out of you. They put you up to it to be the corporate of that, right? Whatever, the culprit of it, right? Fine. You did it. You had no problem. You stood on business. But honey, that woman flew all the way to Napa and she didn't even get to stay 5 minutes before you was all up in her face and told her, you need to leave. Why did you let her come? Yeah, you can apologize for, you know, some of the Napa. You know what I'm saying? Like you can say, I'm not apologizing for what I said because what I said I meant, but I do apologize for inconveniencing you and wasting your time having you come out there to send you back. Something like that. But hey, if you just want to be cordial, just apologize and stay cordial. Put her in a box, put a boundary on her. So you know, they feel how they feel. They both feel how they feel. And you are entitled to that. You are entitled to the way you feel. I am a believer of that. It doesn't mean you're right or wrong or indifferent, whatever, but you are entitled to how you feel. Cecil wants them to have a conversation. Simone said this is like a no-win situation with Quad. And you don't have to win. It is a win. Get that chip off your shoulder and just be cordial. And so, like Cecil tells her, the apology is for you. It ain't for her. You got to be in spaces with this woman, right? You don't want to be coming to people's stuff, and you know when you see somebody you ain't cool with, your heart drops, your nervous system changes. You gotta act like you don't see him, like, and it's all weird. Like, just apologize so you can move forward and be like, "Hi, hey, you can give them a shake, a hug, or a smile and keep it moving for yourself." So, man, Cecil, you just doing your thing this season. What is he up to? But one thing I'm gonna tell you, honey, Cecil gonna keep him a female friend around. You remember that last one, Tammy, that Simone ran off? Cecil's like, huh, well, then I'm quiet as my girl. Cecil like to have him a little female friend, you know, nothing, just he likes that. Just let him do it. I don't know about that Tammy. I think Simone was right about that because that woman was coming over, spending the night 10 days in a row. Can you get this woman out of my house, please? So, okay. Cecil is like, okay, well, I'm gonna pick Quad to be my homegirl. Okay, even though your wife ain't cool with her, Cecil, like, let's be walk a fine line, Cecil. Be clear, you are Team Simone. Okay. Light skin goes by Phaedra to pick his boys up. Hi, Apollo. What's up, Apollo? She's going to Florida with the girls. He's coming to pick up the boys. Now, the boys, that youngest one, is he? I'm going to assume he's a mama's boy. And Aiden is kind of cool with both parents, but Dylan prefers to be around his mama. He didn't look like he wanted to leave. He looked like he comfortable with just being in his big old beautiful bedroom with all the things that he has, and now he gotta go on over here with Apollo. Or is he just being a little boy? You know, they just got a mood, got an attitude, don't like being around the cameras, whoop-de-whoop. So anyway, I did notice that because Dylan was, it was very noticeable. Dylan was just, didn't even hug Phaedra goodbye. She was like, excuse y'all, both of you. So they're going to Florida. He come pick up the boys. Did y'all see his car? It was all whoop swoop. It was just looking fresh to death. I was like, okay, it's a Benz, but it looked like anyway, it was souped up and yeah, that it was fresh. I was like, okay, Apollo, where you get that money from? Is that what you did with that marriage boot camp money? Is Phaedra paying you child support? No. So anyway, so they outside co-parenting and everything. And so production asked Phaedra, can Apollo come inside her house yet? Because, back in Real Housewives of Atlanta, she put him out of her house. He had came over. He was acting up in the garage. She was kind of scared. She said, go away from me, Apollo. I love that. Go away from me, Apollo. And so Phaedra said, he don't come inside my house because I'm just trying to co-parent successfully with him. And he crazy. And you mean it when you say he crazy, not he's crazy. He crazy. She ain't Phaedra don't play them games, okay? She doesn't move in. So she tells him that Toya told her that she saw him at a restaurant recently. And he said, yeah, she was asking me questions about, my cheating and all that, my allegations with my new wife. And so she asked him, was him and Phaedra gonna get back together now that he done been busted? And Phaedra said, what? How nosy. Oh, she just messy boots. And so Toya gonna say in her confession that she's not messy. She said Phaedra is very guarded and they want to know more about her. Like, we don't know much about this girl. We hear she might be getting up out of here, going back over there to the housewives streets, and we just need to spray on her a little bit before she go. Cause hey, everybody funking. I need to find me somebody to funk with, and I'm gonna pick Phaedra. And so Sweet Tea, she's at home talking to her twin, who is married and pregnant, having a baby girl, and she just like, oh, I want to be pregnant. And it's like, it's probably hard on her sister to be pregnant and knowing that your sister wants to be pregnant, because I guess they probably want to, have kids together, and, and your sister's having problems and you can, clearly have your own baby. And it's just, I don't know. I'm assuming she had it the natural way. But anyway, she on there just trying to be a supportive twin, but she want to be pregnant too. She making some smoothies. Greg comes home. It's the morning time. Where was he at? Said he was at work. Why? Anyway, we ain't gonna get into that. So she made them some smoothies, and so she got off the phone when he came in, and here he go. We're the coasters. We look like savages. Dr. Greg, you don't look like a savage because you don't even sound like one, okay? So she's telling him that she's having pain and she's been going to the pelvic pain clinic. And so he's trying to learn more. He's real like compassionate with her with that. He's very supportive and just into it, And so he's like, yeah, still in pain, but she still has to do this IVF. So she's trying to, get all this stuff done so she can focus on that. So she asked Greg, what is his cutoff time, for having kids? Because, he's older, much older than her. And so he said 2 years. And she just starts crying because she's like, that's so soon. Like, she got to get this done, this done, this done. And now she feels pressured and she's feeling bad. And now he's feeling bad for saying it because he didn't want to apply no pressure on her, but he's getting older and you got some issues. And so, Dr. Greg is like, how bad do we want to have a child? Badly. Well, y'all might need to adopt for real. And I feel bad because you told this boy you was going to give him a baby and you can't even do it. And now this is your whole focus because he's running out of time. I don't know, girl. God bless him. Jackie talks to Phaedra and wants to know what they're going to be doing glamping because she's not outdoorsy. Heavily on the phone with Simone, she asks, can Heavenly wear a t-shirt that says STFU, shut the beep up. And Heavenly, now she has some kind of decorum. No, that's not nice. I said, now Heavenly, If that was your idea, it would have been a good idea had you thought of it, okay? But it's not nice because Heavenly thought of it. Girl, she running scared, honey. She really think them girls gonna tie her up and beat her. Heavenly is shaking in her boots. So she says Phaedra came by earlier and she thought her and Contessa were good. And so Heavenly says, well, everybody wants an apology. And Heavenly said in her confessional, she the only one apologizing. She apologizing to everybody. And I'm like, yeah, Heavenly, but you take it back. Like you say on your YouTube. I'm going to say this and I'm going to take it back, but then you don't. um, so Simone is telling Heavenly, like, her tone is getting a little and she's like, could you be nice to me? Because it's not me. Your tone is changing. And she even asked Allura, is my tone changing? And Allura's like, I ain't in it, but you know, you ain't right. You need to apologize to my auntie Quad now. That's what I think. Don't ask me what I think. I'm over here holding my cute little dog, being cute on camera because I just want to be a kept woman. So that was Allura. So Heavenly is like, you know, Simone says, well, maybe Contessa wants Heavenly and Sweet Tea to get in a better place. And maybe she's going to help you guys get there. And so Heavenly said, well, why would she want to be involved? So Simone told her, you know, hey, I don't know. That's on y'all. So at the airport, honey, they had a great flight. They landed in Orlando and they are all excited. Most of them are excited. Jackie is nervous. So whoever was in the car with Jackie, she in there praying that this trip goes well. And that was the end of the episode, besties. Oh my goodness. It was good. It was, did I rate it? It was a good episode. It was a filler. It was a filler episode, but it was good. I definitely would give it a 9. It was good. It was good. You drop down in the comments and let me know what you thought about this week's episode of Married to Medicine. And I will see you on the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. And make sure your notification bell is on also. Ding dong. And I will see you on the next video. Bye, bestie.